evening and welcome to Around the OrkneyBowl. How's it going, Craig?
Not well, Johnny. I'm not going to lie. I think I probably had the worst NFL weekend of my life last weekend. So yeah, it's been a sore one. I'm not. It's.
Yeah, we both
I'm
got our
still
arse
trying to
handed
get.
to us on the Show Me the Money.
Still trying to get over it. To be honest with you, I mean, I called it all. I've been calling it all season. It doesn't matter. Do you know what it is? Skill gets you to the playoffs. Luck wins you championships, and I'm shit out of it.
Well, you're still in the race for promotion. So that's one thing,
I've,
because you won this week.
I'm,
You
I
couldn't
mean,
get
I'm still
relegated,
in a
so
couple.
yeah.
Woofed. It was a bad weekend. That coupled with Parsons going down with an ACL, obviously, and the Packers losing. Yeah, it was a bad week.
Yeah, they'll cheer you up when you beat the Bears this weekend.
Well, we'll see. I hope so.
Well, it's Saturday, isn't it, that game?
Saturday night, yeah, it's in the middle of the night Saturday, so that's actually quite good for me. I'm quite happy about that. I'll have no problem staying up for it on Saturday night. I would have no chance if it was on Sunday night because I'm working on Monday morning.
Yeah. When you finish work on Christmas Eve.
Well, no, 23rd, and I'm going in Monday, Tuesday just to get the payroll and that done, and then that's me, hopefully, through Christmas
So there's
and
a birthday present
and
for you
onto
then,
the
eh?
new
Do
year.
the payroll.
Exactly, that's it.
Yeah.
If I don't go in on my birthday, no less. If I don't go in, then no one gets paid. So yeah, I've got to go to
Yeah.
work.
Cool. Well, I think you got work, and then we'll get cracking that. So we'll start off with the Dwarfy Stain. Got the new screen up here. There we go.
Off time, we're into semi-final week now, Johnny. That's this is when it really is. It's win or go home, literally. So
Yeah, so obviously the Rhino Cardinals had a bye week because that was one of the teams that left. They still managed to score 267 points.
167.
The Gloucester Wolf Pack, who were the third seed, for 231 points against the Newcastle Magpies, who sneaked in with 224. So it's quite a sore loss, that one. And you've got the Clemson Marine, 253 points, beating the Fullwood Patriots, 151.25. So that's the Fullwood Patriots staying in Division 4. The other teams can still get promoted. And the Cork Red Army, who were the fourth seed, 204 against Pure Son, 190 points for the Bangham Sharks. So he's still getting promoted, but he's out the chance. He was looking like he was going to be winning it quite a lot, and then obviously not anymore. But
The other way.
So yeah, that was a cracking game. That one was it 7.
Yeah, so let's have a.
There you go.
So that's the Gloucester Woolpack. The Gloucester Woolpack are now through into the next round of the playoffs, and Newcastle Magpies. It's promotion, but season over.
Yeah.
Big score from Bo Nix. I mean, that hurt. There was no way that he was getting that score if Parsons stayed on the field. It just wasn't going to happen. And you see what happened to the defense when he went off at 42 points. So I mean, big quality player, and he delivered well. So Brown as well. Brown had a decent game against Baltimore. 25 points. So I think he was about the only Cincinnati Bengal that done okay. But yeah, you'll take that from that. So
yeah, and he got 12 points for Henry for 100-yard rushing. So,
yeah, that's a bit of a letdown, there. But that's the only one, St. Brown with 48 points. Goddard had such a good. Anyone who's played Goddard's got a very good shout, because 32 points is way over what he was expected to score. So that's a big bonus there. Makes up for Tyler Warren, because he obviously had 44-year-old Phil Rivers thrown to him not very often and not very well.
No, I think everyone was like screen passes and not many down the field passes, surprisingly. But yeah, obviously he had Samson in the team who didn't play, but then what do you call it? Newcastle Magpies got a duck egg of Ed McPherson. Get the fact that the
and he had Dennis there as well. It didn't play, so got quite lucky. The likes of Goddard covered it, St. Brown covered it. And he picked, playing Bo Nix over Drake May, that was a really big call. That it's the Packers' defense has been very good all the last 3-4 weeks, especially. So big call there. And it certainly paid off because it's won them the tie.
Especially the way May started, because he started absolutely brilliant against Buffalo. Then they just fell apart and taken that basically.
Yeah, well, that's it. Buffalo took over, and Josh Allen decided that enough is enough, and that was that. And it's funny for the Bills, because they're going into the playoffs this year, and there's no Patrick Mahomes. There might not be, probably won't be any Lamar Jackson. So I mean, if Josh Allen doesn't do it this year,
yes, he's never going to do it. Because he's
good win for
he's still throwing he's throwing the stupid interceptions, but he's then going into Superman mode afterwards.
That's it. I mean, but the thing is, it's you get away with interceptions. Brett Favre was the same. He just chucked up a lot, but you get away with them if you're that good that you can score as many points as you want, and that's
was fun watching Brett Favre. He was fun to watch Brett.
Let's have a look at the other game in the main playoffs. It's Cork Red Army and Bangham Sharks. Kirk Cousins. I mean, come on. Man. That's harsh. That's harsh on Sean to lose to Kirk Cousins. And, 37 points is massive, but big call to play him.
He never took out Higgins. Higgins missed the game, did he not?
Yeah, Higgins missed the game and he was not even close to making it, to be fair. I mean, remember, he was concussed about 6 times a week before. So, yeah, that was
and then he got stung on Thursday night with Smith not playing.
It's that two duck eggs and for 2 players not playing, you deserve to lose, Sean. Sorry.
And especially when you got that in the bench. So, yeah. So you're still getting promoted, Sean, but you blew that one big still.
Huge call for Cork playing Cousins. That's and do you know what? Do you know what the thing is? Well, that's the kind of thing that you have to do in the playoffs. It really is, because the guys that have got you there, they're not necessarily. Yeah, well, Daniel's out, so you had to make a call. But I mean, there's going to be more than that in the agency for sure. But it's you have to take a swing at someone, and it's moments like that win you playoff games. The guys that get you there, so if you look at mine and the home team, Achan, Jonathan Taylor, CD Lamb, Devontae Adams, Tyler Warren, and they all scored absolute poop dust this week. They got me there, but they failed at the first hurdle. So it's when you play a Kirk Cousins, that's who's been nothing the whole season long. That's how you win playoff games, and that's how you win championships. I'm starting to understand that now after about 12 years of playing.
And obviously at the bottom, 4 people are playing for the last 3 spots to get promoted. Here we go. So
only one more team stays down. Is that right? So one's already down and one more team.
If I've got it all worked out right, which I think I have, that's how it's going. I'm totally doubting myself at the time, So they got the Gloucester Bull Pack, got a good win. They're up against the Trinity Flyers, who was did they win the last game and they were on like a 4-game losing streak? I'll have to check that one in a minute. Obviously, Adam, who was unlucky, has to play the Clemson Marines, who had a cracking score last week to get to guarantee promotion. And it's Cork Red Army, they're up against the Birmingham Patriots. That's the other top game.
I wonder if he's get the homage to go with Cousins again, because I mean you can always flip it to what's in the agency. You don't have to necessarily, but I do think they've got not too bad a game. Yeah, Arizona. So I think he will be running with Cousins again. He'll need more from Walker tonight, but that LA Rams defense is solid against the run, so it's going to be difficult for Walker to get going tonight, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Good to see we'll get one going tonight as well. So action, and there you go. Stafford's on the bench on the other side. I think that's the right call. I think that's the right call, Johnny. I like that.
The Giants defense.
If nothing else, Cork Red Army are going for it. 8 and 6. They know they've lost 6 times this season. They've got to do things a little bit differently. Maybe it's. I'm surprised it's not Warren. He's playing Waddle over him. Though I would probably play Jefferson over Waddle. Just because you have no idea the quarterback that's throwing at him. This year's boy, you just don't know. So I'd maybe play him over them because the Giants can be scored upon.
I have noticed that this year.
Just a little bit, Johnny.
You
Just a little bit.
You don't have to point it out.
I mean, it's for Birmingham Patriots. Allen's got a real tough game this week against that Browns defense. So, will we see another 40-pointer from him against that defense? Maybe not.
He's gone with Wilson, but he's got Godwin on the bench, Watson.
Vidal's sitting there on the bench as well. I mean, I know Hampton's back, but Vidal got his touches still, and I think it will be 50-50 the rest of the way between the two of them. They're up against They're up against that Dallas defense as well. I'd be tempted to chuck in Vidal. I've got to say,
Overhaul.
Maybe not Overhaul right enough, but
you're not going to pick him over Jones.
Over Aaron Jones. That's why I'd put him in over. I'd put him in over Aaron Jones. That's why I'd play him over Aaron Jones.
No, I think
maybe Greig's an absolute points machine. And that Arizona Atlanta game's, absolute diddly squat now. And sometimes those games are the games that bring out the biggest points, because both teams are just going for it.
Well, what's his name's tucking the ball over the place for Arizona. He's like, they've been better for like playing since Murray's been off the pitch and stuck with this. Was it Brissett?
Brissett's been brilliant.
He's just slinging it all over the place. Like, he's probably won a few games himself too.
Brilliant.
Well, a lot of it being in garbage time, but
yeah, but I mean, it's the garbage time's good for fantasy. That's absolutely fine by me. I don't care what time it's in, as long as they're scoring me points. So
except when it's against you.
Two close games there to see who will play off for the helmet and the division title as they move up into Division 3.
Yeah, it's looking good. So good luck, everybody. So we'll head on to Division 3, the Marwick Head. There we go. So let's see. This one here, poor Joe scored 236 points, but I thought it was a loss and is relegated because he got beat by 245 points. So again, every time he scores 200 points, he loses.
It's just not been his season, has it? I mean, that's just that. Dust it off, go win Division 4 title on your way back up,
And poor Michael, the Bluetooth Texans, got relegated, losing to the Lagersville Lemons, 181 to 155. Doubles Dollar Diamonds, 211 against the Norwich Mustard Men, 200. Close game there. Look at this one. Birmingham Bears, 284-54 against the Bonnyrigg Cheeseheads, 248-15. That's a sore one to lose.
Got to say, it's not been Chris's year either, to be fair. It's he scored some big points and lost a couple of times, I believe, this season. So that's
but the one thing,
one to take. But that's the thing about fantasy playoffs as well. It's you can score 248 points and get beat, So it's you just got to take it on the chin, I'm afraid,
But the one good thing, though, because he is in the Rousey Cup final and he has scored 248 points in the first leg.
Oh, well, there you go then. Yeah. So it's still going to be a success. And, of course, it's promotion as well. So it's still got a good chance of being a successful season. Yeah, that's it. And the cup win matters, The cup's it's a big thing to win. You're up against 95 other teams. So it's a big one to win. Arthur maybe would have got. I mean, I wouldn't even want it for him per se because
maybe
both scores are huge. Schultz had a big game, but yeah.
Schultz over Waddle.
This was lost by likes that Waddle and Hubbard are 50-50. It has to have been
one of the strange on 5 points.
Yeah, that was a big one, Strange against Kelsey there, 20-point
And
differential. And of course, Lama. Tet just had one of those weeks, he never got, what was it, 25 yards he got, something like that.
25 yards, 2
You expect
receptions, 1 first down. Yeah.
you expect so much more, so Strange as well. He would have been so expecting much more from Strange in that game, and they won it a hat canter. He just didn't get the ball. So
that's a problem. Yeah, it's like, what was the other game?
then you've got Kelsey, who they get pummeled 16-13, and he's rocking away with 25 points.
He's been sneakily good with this format this year.
I mean, he's been sneakily good this year. Period. It's for fancy purposes, especially whatever format. He's been getting the catches again. He's been getting the touches again, but quietly because they've been terrible.
Yeah, we're still at the playoffs now, so yeah. Sorry, Chiefs fans.
Yeah, good one for
Birmingham Bears. And
you're taking a lot of confidence from the points that you've scored, especially with, JT 19.8. That must be one of his low scores this season so far.
I'm going to have a look at it.
One more week over, and it's a different game. Rivers has had a game. I know it's Rivers again, but the Niners D can be ran on. They're not.
Yeah,
they can be run on. They're going to build up and defend the run. There's no way that they won't. They'll say, there you go, Phil, you go and beat us. And obviously he can't do that at 44 years old. Did you see some of the throws that he had? They were barely getting down the field. They're wobbling all over the place.
Well, yeah, they wasn't pretty, but one of this, yeah. See, Anthony Richardson's been 21-day window open.
Oh, is that? I'd love to see him coming back, because I've got him in a couple of dynasties still. He's just part on the IR. I would love to see him coming back. That would be big. Here. So yeah, we've got Dobos Darlow Diamonds 211 against Norwich Mustermen 200. Unlucky to not. If you score 200 and lose, you've been unlucky. But unlucky is just part and parcel of the game. Was favourite to win it there by 4 points as well. But yeah, Trevion Henderson, what a game he had. That one that he ran into the back of them all and just went, no, I'll just go the other way, and he took it to the house. That was just absolute mental.
Yeah, I enjoyed, I don't watch too much college football. I always enjoyed watching the highlights of him play. I was hoping he would go with I thought he would go with a team that I liked.
I've got him in a few dynasties as well, so I can't complain about it, and I'm quite happy that he's busting out now. And Stevenson's still there, but it's not the worst thing in the world, because if he's not there and he's an absolute bell cow, he's just susceptible. He'll be susceptible to injury. So I'm quite happy that he's still a kind of 1-2 punch. You can see 40 odd points, and I think Stevenson was on the field more than him.
He maybe was. Plus the fact it's getting so cold as well. Like, you get an injury, you get smacked, you get a dead leg, you can't play the rest of the game. So it's good to give him a bit of a break.
Yeah, that was a big result there for.
Ooh. So we got
Dobos Darlow Diamonds. That's it was who won it. And then here comes Pork back in now, so he's in action this week against Dobos Darlow Diamonds.
And the Darlington Dragons are playing the high flying Birmingham Bears, so they're up against it there. I think it was anything like last week. There should be a couple.
Well, you've got to take confidence from your score last week, but that was last week, and it's a week's a long time in the NFL, so it doesn't mean that they're all going to come out and have big games this week. It means that they're on form, but you've still got decisions to make. JSN playing tonight. That'll be a big one for who's on the right hand side here.
Pork.
Oh,
Kelly's got JSN, and he's got Williams.
He's got Williams out tonight as well. So
and
Coram. I don't dislike that. I don't dislike taking a 1-2 punch on them. It's not something I would do, but both of them have been scoring points in every game. It's a tough defense they're playing against this week. I don't hate it though. I've got to say I don't hate playing them both.
And Dobos has got Stafford and Parkinson playing tonight.
Yeah, so there's action stations tonight. That's a good, Achan and Henderson. That's two very good running backs there. So I mean, this is an absolute. Again, it's such a 50-50. It could go absolute either way. He's got Parkinson there as well.
So he's got Parkinson and Stafford tonight against Kohler and Williams and Jigba.
So very interesting to see where it sits tomorrow morning, this game.
I know. I'm looking forward to watching like August week. Yeah. And what's the other one? We've got the Darlington Dragons.
Yeah, so let's see what's going down here. Yeah, I mean Taylor and Jacobs. Jacobs is obviously carrying a little bit of an injury. So, and Taylor couldn't be more ran out of form at the worst possible time. And it's not even that he's ran out of form; it's that the team's ran out of form. It's not him. The defense are just going to line up and say, "Yep, we're going to just stop Jonathan Taylor and go on, Philip Rivers, you go beat us." So it's going to be tough for him to get through this one with Taylor there, I would say.
Whereas Hampton and Jones do have a good chance to get against those teams. But it's all the questionables. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 questionables.
I think Lamb's going to be okay. I think Evans should probably play because I mean they're in a battle for the playoffs, so I can't. And that's such a big game for them. The winner of let's not forget the Buccaneers and the Panthers play each other twice in the last 3 weeks, and it's basically juicy for the division, So and Evans. I can't imagine Evans not being out there. And if Waller's one of those ones, we just don't know who the quarterback is at all. I said Evers boys. So
is it Ewers? Yeah.
I'm not convinced I'd be putting them in there. 3 tight ends at the other side as well, Fannin, Bowers and Gadsden. And I think I would like to play all 3, I have to say. I don't know. That's something that I should hate, but I really, really don't.
You got London on the bench.
Is London? I've not seen anything about London. Is he close to playing or?
He was limited practice on Thursday.
Limited
and on Wednesday. So he's doing more than he did last week. But
it would be a silly to rush him back if he's not fully ready because the season's over. There's nothing to play for. Who have we got on the bench? Who have we got on the bench on the right here? I'd definitely play a couple of them over Darren Waller with the quarterback problem. Yeah, I'd play Jennings. I'd maybe play Spears. I'd definitely play Jordan if Marks is out and Marks didn't train yet today. So yeah, Mark still hasn't appeared at practice.
It could be of a significant role.
It's a Raiders, so they're going to be up, and then they're just going to run the ball to death. So yeah, that's. I think if I'm Birmingham Bears, I'd be humming and hawing over getting him in somehow, somewhere, and I would probably do it over Waller.
Yeah, when are they playing? Is it? Well, it's Sunday night. So.
Oh yeah, plenty of time.
You never know.
I mean, I'm sure that if all of these players are anything like me, Johnny, I'm in my team every single 4 times a day. I'm in every team that's still in the playoffs. I've got, I think, maybe 6 teams that are still live. That's it. But I'm in every one of them every 4 times a day. Just having a wee nose, just having a wee think. So I'm pretty confident that these lineups that we are seeing will not be the lineups that are rocking out at 6 p.m. on Sunday. But who knows,
And obviously, what 3 of these 4 teams will get promoted. So you got what are they called? Dragons or Lemons, Knockouts, Knockouts, and Manchester Spinners are the Gilbert Raptors. So 3 go up, 1 will stay. If I get that right, but I'll know more when time goes on. It's fun. So we'll go on to the Maysound Division 2.
It's just a set-up season, mind us. It's just a set-up. It's a set-up season now, so for the to get the league structure proper, you know, it's year 3. You started it off, you know, knowing that there would be bits that would change as time went on, and this is the one big kind of massive change to get your 108 teams that you were after. So we just have to accept the fact that the leagues are going to change about quite a bit this year. But after this year, relegation and promotion is the big thing.
Yeah, including from the top league where 8 go down and only 4 stay up. That makes it fun.
That makes it real fun.
Yeah. So here we have the Birmingham Master Chiefs lost to the Victor Warriors, so they'll be getting relegated, if I remember rightly. Nottingham Rebels, 139, losing to 207 points for the Royal Raiders. Good win for Aaron. The Glasgow Lightning, 288.17 against poor Everett, 198. Obviously, he explained why he didn't sort his team over the weekend because of his son, but I don't think it really made any difference, the 288 points against you.
288, I'm killing.
And the Whitford Educator, who were leaving, lost to the Kilmarnock Kings. So Del Boy won, the Kilmarnock Kings. But there's still one to get relegated in that one, so that's the fun part. We won't know that until week 14 or whatever it is. So,
yeah, but that said, Derek's got a chance of promotion now as well, does he not?
He does, yeah.
Yeah,
so eight will go up. So
that's a scary thought.
So the 2 here,
yeah. So you just got to win this week,
promoted, and the loser of the 9th place match will get relegated.
So it could still go down as well.
Right. Yeah.
So it's big week he's got this week then. But yeah, let's go and have a wee look at the
lineups this week.
Lucky for Everett as well. That was a harsh loss for Everett. And 198 points is competitive, but you can't do it running into 288. So Dreve will be heading into this week really confident.
But then they're playing the highest scoring team in the league, the Sandbag Satans, who I think last week still managed to score. Well, we'll find it later on when we go through this. What do you call it? When you broadcast playoffs, because their score counted in that one. They had a good score as well. So that was going to be an absolute cracker. And then you've got where are we at? Southampton Dockers up against Aaron and the Royal Raiders, projected to win by quite a bit. So I wonder if he's not sorted his team. But
Dockers might not have done their team yet. Yeah, that's Aaron Rodgers. I mean, do you know what? Aaron Rodgers is playing in a dome this week, and he's playing against a team that are going to score a lot of points, so they're going to have to throw the ball. I don't hate him starting them. I'd probably still go with Brissett over him, but I don't hate Aaron starting them, I have to say. Scarily enough. And Lamar Jackson's he at least had a better week last week, so you would think that Lamar Jackson would be a heavy favourite against Aaron Rodgers in the quarterback stakes, but I don't think there's that much in it for this week.
He's got Jackson and he's got Mayo, so he's got with Jackson. Looks like he has sorted his team out. So, but he'll end up with more than that. But it's looking good for Aaron, and if it's players.
What's on the bench? These projections mean absolutely diddly squat. Don't start with me. But
same in anyone though.
Well, Burden's out. Luther Burden's out. Roma Doomsday's out. You've got to play Loveland.
Yeah.
So that will be a phone call we'll be receiving.
Yeah, I was about to say if he could move with the running back, because he's got Worthy playing.
Yeah,
not against Tennessee, but I suppose Minshew does like to swing it about. So.
The problem he's got there is he's not got anyone else on the bench worth playing wide receiver wise, and he's got 2 running backs and flex. So there's nothing he can do there. I'd play Worthy. I mean, it might, as you say, Minshew likes to toss it about a bit, and someone's got to catch them. But yeah, I wouldn't be confident. I'm not confident about Worthy what can you do though? Sometimes you just got to play them, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, Pickens is the same, by the way, on the other side there. Pickens is one of those funky ones where he's had a couple of really bad weeks now and he's starting to get a bit of pressure about it. He's out. I know he's out there playing for his next contract, but someone's going to pay him now anyway. So
Did he not get? He got a contract, did he not? I
no,
thought
no,
Dallas signed him.
he's free agent. They're likely going to tag him and he'll throw his toys at the pram. It's going to be quite interesting in the summer. But yeah, no, he's not got a contract. He's
I
officially a
thought
free
something had
agent at the end
happened.
of the season. But
Yeah.
they'll at least tag him. But someone will pay. If they don't, someone will pay him. So,
They will.
but he's had such a bad couple of weeks now, and Dallas are out, of course. So it looks like he's lost interest almost for this
Well,
season.
they're not technically out yet, but I think if the Eagles win this week, they are out. Something like that.
Oh, they're 1%. They're in the one. They're literally 1% club. They are 1%. And see if they win this week, they're 1%. See if they lose this week, they're 1%. So they're not even out at the end of this week. I don't think, no matter
No,
what
I think
happens.
they can be out if something's happened, but yeah, it's
It's us that they need to catch, I believe, in 7th. But yeah, no, that's not happening. Their season's done. But yeah, Glasgow Lightning and Sandbach Satans. Let's have a wee look and see what's going on in there. The other semi-final.
this is going to be a high scoring game. This one.
I mean,
Look at that.
Swift is this time last week. I'd be saying, "Oh, don't play Swift. That's silly against the Packers defense." But this week, I'm saying, "Get Swift in there against that Packers defense." So
Oh, look at him!
that's
Look what he did against
a bit of
Cleveland's
a swing.
defense. Yeah, I mean they've got a good defense too. And he just the 2 touchdowns he got last week.
Oh yeah, I mean it's the two St. Brown and Williams both had a good game last week, and you could easily see both having a good game again this week because it's another kind of slinger game. That one, you know, it's the Steelers have shown they can play. They've shown that they can score. So, and Detroit have showed that they can be scored again. So I can see it. I can see a lot of points in that game. And again, not my favourite tactic of playing two from the same team, but I can see what Dreve's doing, and both could easily score a lot of points again.
Yeah, because since
tonight,
Dan Campbell took over,
tonight.
he's been getting them. Is it just Puka? Is it?
Puka tonight's a big one, you know, against Seattle. That's very very good defense. But and at 11, the two of them being what is that 11-3? They both are 11-4.
11-3, yeah.
11-3, yeah. So it's such a big game, and in the big game, the big players usually stand out, don't they? So I think Sandbach Satans will be trying to stay up to watch the game if they're from the UK and hoping for good things.
Of course, Adams probably going to be out. I don't know if he confirmed yet, but there's no way he's playing if he's done his bloody hammy again.
Yeah, there's no Adams isn't playing. There's no way Adams is playing. It's not a chance. But I'll tell you what, you have to say that it's a little bit of harshness that Sandbach Satans on their bye week. Kyle Pitts coaching has his career day because he's up so that's going to be harsh. I don't see that being repeated, but he'll take anything that he gets from him, you know.
Well, that's the thing. If London doesn't play, he'll probably got all the targets again.
No doubt, absolutely. And even if London does play, how fit's he going to be? So it could be that he's out there more as a decoy, and Pitt still gets a big week. And he's shown that he can do it. That's the thing. He has shown that he can do it, and he's shown that he can do it with Cousins.
And I don't think Etienne's going to do the same as what he did last week against that Denver defense.
No, I think it's safe to say that Etienne. Yeah. I think that 18 points is rather hopeful in the projections. In fact, I'd be tempted not to even play him, but who do you put in his place?
Shahid, Gorham.
He is the number one, and Tootin's out, isn't he? Tootin's out, so he'll be a kind of bell cow. So yeah, no, I probably would end up keeping him in.
And they've been again. They're not a pretty team, but they're winning. That's that.
So
I just can't get my head around Jacksonville winning games.
So yes,
It's like,
yeah. You look at them, you think, yeah, they're not going to win. But and I don't even know how. Cause I mean, Etienne's been good. I guess he has been good. Their defense has been solid, is the thing.
yes,
And Trevor Lawrence has been decent as well. There's no getting away from it. He has had a good season thus far.
he has indeed. So the other games will be between the Kilmarnock
So
Kings,
big one for
Chester.
Kilmarnock Kings against Chester Hurricanes. They've got to win that to get a chance to get up or go up, go down.
Well, he's got Love, McCaffrey, Henry. He's got Pittman in. Evans, Metcalf, Kitiki, Stevenson, Tracy. It's a good team, but he's up again. Well, Algier. He might get the goal line touches again.
Don't talk to me about Algier. Do you want the story on Algier?
Go on then. Give me a laugh.
So last week, I'm going to stay up and watch a game, and I want a decent interest on it, you know. So I'm kind of going and I'm hunting about my teams and looking to put in the play, you know, Bucks or Falcons. So anyway, local shop for local people. The Dynasty League that we're in, that's got all the a big massive defense, a whole squad of defense. So I'm in the playoffs there, and I've finished the season really well after a horrendous start. So anyway, I've got Kenneth Gainwell in, and I'm looking and Algier's on the bench. I thought he had a decent week last week, and he's getting the touchdowns, he's getting the goal line carries. Oh, I'm going to put him in, but I had to take out Gainwell for him, so I took Gainwell out and I put him in. And of course, he scored 2.3 points. Gainwell scored 23 points, and I lost by 17. And I literally, Johnny, I'm not even being funny. I'd done it because I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have even thought about it if I wasn't going to sit up and watch a game. I did it about 12:30, and I fell asleep before the game started and didn't see 1 minute of
it. That's brilliant. Sorry, that is funny.
It's not. But anyway, where do you stand with Ashton Gente? I'm not convinced that I want to be playing him against that Houston defense, because the Raiders' offense is giving up. They're done for the season. They're absolutely awful. That O-line is terrible, and there are so many running backs I would play over.
He's not got them.
I don't know. Davis would be one of them, right enough. So that's a problem. But I mean, if you're going to play Algier, you put him into Genty's spot and you stick Jordan Reed in, because Watson's not going to be playing. There's no way Watson's going to be playing. So that would be my plan there, I think.
Yeah.
DJ Moore, because he's like the only wide receiver left.
No far off it.
In fact, I'd be very tempted to put DJ Moore in over Wan'Dale Robinson. In fact, I'd be very tempted to put DJ Moore in over Booker, because he's just not been good the last few weeks. And especially if Evans is out there, I'm just not convinced. I think I would definitely play Moore with the Bears wide receiver situation.
Yeah. The thing with Robinson, though, he gets all the little dump off passes here. He's going to get a point.
He does.
2 points.
Yeah,
you certainly have to
I do like
the play. But
I do like the play of Robinson. I just think that DJ Moore's going to be very involved, and we've lost our premium quarterback killer, so they're going to have more time to get the ball over to him.
And then the other one is the Richard Warriors against the Lancashire Bombers.
So the winner of these games are the 8 go up. So the winner of these 2 games both go up.
Automatic, yeah, and then the other one plays for. Yeah, so the winner of these 2 games for automatic promotion.
That's
the other one.
Division 1.
Then the other one's playing for relegation or lack of relegation.
Big promotion that would be going up into Division 1.
And talking about Happy Valley.
Speaking of which.
So here we have the Belfast Benchwarmers, who were in 6th spot, 233 points against Poor Ross. Cartwell Cowboys, 218.05. Poor Allen, 194.95, but got relegated. after the 12th seed Gothenburg Angels scored 216.44. Geo Villains.
In the top division.
The Geo Villains 190 points against 132 points for McGonagall and the Portland Lumberjacks of that same relegated. Good score by Tony and the South London Rebels, 253.49 against the Dickensies Demons, got 214, but unfortunately no chance of winning a helmet this year for them. So the South London Rebels and the Belfast Benchwarmers are into the semi-finals of the thing. So it's pretty...
But big win for the South London Rebels down there. It's 9-5 record in the season. Usually does better than that. So great win for them here, and it looks like they're running into form at just the right time.
Yeah, the thing with this one,
as well, so they're in the main event, aren't they? They're in the main event, aren't they?
They are indeed. Yes, that was a good
so that's a massive start for them, and that's with Warren only scoring 11 points. Is Gainwell starting to take over from Warren? They're still 50-50, aren't they?
They're about 50-50, but it seems to be that Gainwell's getting more of the catches.
Yeah, 3 out of 3 catches he had last week. But nice to see Barkley kind of having a semi-resemblance of a game, isn't it? That must be music to the ears there.
Well, that's 2 weeks in a row he's had a decent over 100 yards a week before and a touchdown. Mainly due to one long touchdown for about 50 yards. But yeah, he played Evans, which is good. He's Kittle, and they came up against McBride, 52 points on McBride.
What do you do? McBride has been absolutely outstanding this season. There's no getting away from that. He's the points that he's putting up are phenomenal, and he's now finding the end zone a lot with Jacoby Brissett at quarterback. So
definitely,
long may it continue. You would think, and I can't see it stopping. He's the main target all the time. Yeah, Darren Waller on the bench. That's a harsh one. But what do you do? Who's the tight end that's playing?
Oh, we could maybe take out Kincaid.
Yeah, you're not playing him over. And Kincaid had a big week the week before as well. I understand him not playing Waller. I really do, but
you got nothing at his kicker.
It's a goose egg for the kicker. That killed me and
the whole team
money, as you know, as well.
I don't think he even attempted a kick. He just got nothing because they were just worse than the Giants.
We're absolutely ranked rotten. Absolutely ranked rotten. I mean, big game for Jackson Dart there as well. 31 points. It was, I mean, at half time it must have been about 4 points or something. So it was to get 31 points out of it, he must have been absolutely delighted. So yeah, big win for Tony, and he marches on and must be one of the favourites to go through in the Scara as well.
Mm-hmm. And they got poor Allen, 194. Where did it go wrong?
Joe Burrow, that's where it went wrong.
Yeah.
Smelly, I hear you, I see you.
So what did he get beat by?
Is that relegation for Allen? Then he's going down.
Yeah. So he got beat by 12 points. That's only 7. I wonder if they played that press would have made a difference, but no. He just would have lost by about 5 points.
Prescott didn't have a good game either, to be fair. No. But yeah, Joe. I mean, you absolutely play Joe Burrow. It's the only move to make. It just so happens that he cocked it up and had a crap week, and that's what happens in the playoffs and fantasy. And when your big players have bad weeks, you lose. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, we all know about that. That's a nice win for Gats. He was quite surprised that he got to stay up because you hadn't watched the video about the restructure.
Enjoy Division 2, Alan.
Yes. But you could, as long as you could get your way back up next year, you'd be fine. What was the other one? It was the Belfast
Benchwarmers.
Poor Ross, who's had a high scoring season, but came up short this week with. He's still got 218 points, but 233 when you've got CJ Stroud, Bijan Robinson, and Goddard in your team.
Yes, Stroud's starting to look like the quarterback he was in his first season now, and they're starting to purr a little bit at Houston. I have to say, the defense is absolutely one of the best defenses in the NFL at the moment, and the offense are starting to do some things. So could be big weeks ahead and of course they're not completely nailed down into the nailed down into playoffs, but they're playing for position and stuff. They're not out of the race for the number.
You want the seats now?
No, they're not even absolutely guaranteed yet, are they? They're only about 8. What are they?
What are they?
8 and 6. Yeah, I think they're 8 and 6. So yeah, that's yeah. But I think Stroud these last 3 weeks is going to score quite a lot of points. So Belfast benchwarmers will be happy to have him sitting in there at quarterback. He's lost Valley for this week, which is a bit. Oh, it's a big call to play him over Bo Nix as well.
4 quarterbacks.
That's just hot. That's just hoarding for the sake of hoarding. It really is.
Yeah. And of course, you weren't going to play Trevor Lawrence over Jalen Hurts.
You're not going to
be the difference, but you weren't going to do it.
Well, tell me why you've got him there then. Tell me why you've got him there, Ross. If you're never going to play him over Hurts, what you got him there for?
He may just have a bench spot.
Waste of a bench spot. But McCaffrey getting pummeled off a Bejan, that was a big deciding factor there as well. So it's unlucky for Ross. He's ran into a decent score and his team's not quite knocked it out of the park, shall we say. So it's unlucky, but he's still in with a shout at the Scara, Johnny. And at the end of the day, that's what everyone's playing it for. You want to win the main event. And yes, he's at least 40, 35 points behind there, 38.9 points behind. But I can't count.
Well, we'll see that later on when we go to look at the spreadsheet for that. So we're okay.
Yeah, he's definitely still in it with a week to go. So got to set that team. Don't forget to set your team, Ross, whatever you do.
The semi-finals are going to be juicy, though. You've got the Belfast Benchwarmers against the Melbourne Supremacy, who were top until the last week. Then the Darlow Destroyers, the defending champion, against the South London Rebels. They're going to be juicy matches, those ones. Yeah,
they should be 2 good matches. Will the Darlow's Destroyers make it one more time?
They're pretty hot.
Did they win the division last year? But I'm just assuming they did because they won the whole thing. But did they actually win Division 1 as well? Did they?
Yeah, they got a helmet last year.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a big game, and obviously the Darlow Destroyers are used to winning these big games. But South London Rebels, they won the cup the first year, didn't they?
You did indeed, yes, and they won the Orkney Charity Bowl as well.
They won the Charity Bowl as well. So yeah, the couple of proven winners here going up against each other in the semi-finals. It'll be interesting to see which way it falls.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. Always gone for Robinson and Johnson, which not that bad actually, because of the only 2 people that catch the ball apart from Tracy and.
I would not profess to argue with either one of their decisions, I have to say.
And there we go. So we've got the high-flying Benchwarmers. The matchups are looking pretty favourable for his team and not so great for Team Trade Melbourne Supremacy. Well, they do have Taylor and Henderson, and they've got Superman Allen.
I mean, it's Taylor, it's Chase, it's Taylor and Chase, having Taylor and Chase and Allen and all in the same team. You would think that, and that's why they've been the top, but Taylor's now starting to fall off the cliff a little bit, and Chase, you would think they would be doing better than what he has done the last couple of weeks. But with Burrow back and up against Miami, so you've got to hope it's not going to be freezing cold like it's going to be in a lot of places. So maybe he has a big week this week.
Well, they do reckon, like, the jokes are that it's going to score like over 400 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 3 of them's going to go to Chase. So Melbourne Supremacy will be hoping for that one, but it's going to be a good game anyway. So, anybody playing tonight?
No, none tonight. By the looks of it. So yeah, that's one that sits in the pot simmering for a couple of nights before it gets going on Sunday.
Also got the Bognor Regis Falcons because you villains, but there's nothing to play for because the two teams are relegated, nothing else happens. Got the couple of Cowboys against the Diggity Demons. Nothing really to play for apart from pride. Obviously, the Raiders and Lumberjacks both relegated, but I would want to get a win just to finish the season off. Because you did come close, Ken, and then you've got the Crew Juggernauts against the Gothenburg Angels. Nothing to play for because they're both in the division. So they did what they had to do last week.
I'm not being funny, Johnny. Right? I'm not. But you know how dedicated I am and how it annoys me when people don't go in and do their teams and change their teams because it ruins it for everybody else because you're giving away free wins and stuff, you know. But I'm not being funny. If I'm relegated already, there ain't no danger in this world or the next I'm even looking at that team again until next season, you know, until the new season. So yeah, I would not be surprised if Alan does come in and change his team and do his team to win this week. Then I doff my cap to him. I would not be, and I'm as dedicated as they come. This season over for me. But yeah, Crew Juggernauts and Gothenburg Angels is a nothing game as well. Both stay in the division. That's right, isn't it? So it's really all about the semi-finals in the top divisions.
It is indeed. We'll go on to the East Conference. We've got the Millhead division. So we have the Laxdale Legends got 192 against 187 for the Bedford Brewskis. That's 5 beaten 4. Edinburgh Thunderbirds lost to the Bucks Golders 147 to 179. So that's Edinburgh Thunderbirds staying in that division, and Gary can still get promoted. So this is a close one as well. So you got the Workhorse is 220 points up against the Nairn Knights, Joe, 230 points. So 6 seed beating 3 seed, and Pez got the bye week because the boy.
Yeah, so big win for Joe there, 230 against 220. So that I mean, they're up. So he's got a very good chance of going up with the helmet now. That's the big thing for them. But golf against Sanders, that's there you go. That's, as you say, that's the difference, isn't it?
Yeah, Niku and St Brown as well, but just watching, and he played Higgins. He was out.
So he did, yeah. I mean, that's to lose with St Brown scoring 48 points is a bit harsh.
Look at that. Coker and Franklin on the bench. It's a sore one to lose.
There's the difference as well. Obviously, not taking a proper look as Workhorses, and it's cost them the tie. And well done, Joe. You can only beat what's in front of you, and you beat what's in front of you. And 230 points is a good score.
He might be in trouble with this. I don't think Rice has been practicing. Yeah,
I wouldn't play Rice this week anyway. Not with Minton. I mean, he's playable, but I wouldn't be. I wouldn't want to play him. I would be looking for a replacement. I would play Jordan Reid over him.
You might have to.
Aidan Reid, sorry, even because he's got the Watson's going to be out. Watson's out. There's no Kraft. I think Reid's now he looks healthy, so I think he'll get a lot of touches this week.
Definitely. And then a good win for the
other one's Laxdale Legends against the Bedford Brewskis.
Yeah. So he had been scoring well for the last few weeks, but just came a bit short this week. But then, of course, they played Jefferson and Henry.
It's the Genty issue over here, and Lad McConaughey, Ladidi, what a disappointment. It's
I know.
His season's been. He's had a couple of good weeks, but in the main, it's been a very disappointing season from him. From what you expected from where you're drafting him, so he's done really well to get to the playoffs with him for me.
Definitely.
And Genty too, who's been so. I mean, Genty's going to be a top class running back. You can see that he is one of the best. He's just not in a good place at the moment, but they can't be that far away from being better. People thought they were going to be better this year going into the year. I mean, hindsight's a wonderful thing now, and they've been rotten, but they've got to get it right sooner rather than later, you would think, because they're going to have some nice early draft picks again this year.
They are indeed. They'll be battling the Giants for the number 1 spot. They play each other just after Christmas.
No, the Tigers will have the number 1.
Well, Giants are holding it at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a
I'm
good to
pretty
say.
sure.
I think I'm on you to win this week, right enough.
NFL standings. Oh.
Yes, we are 2-12.
No, not according to that. It's
Yeah,
the
I told
Titans.
you. I knew it was the Titans that were getting it because they're going to trade back for a gazillion picks for someone who needs a quarterback.
I'll still happily take the number 3 pick, to be honest, but number 2 would be better. The about 2 knows what's going to happen with the fucking Giants anyway. But no, let's say good run by
Where we
Gary.
are. I don't care where we are. It's Dallas's pick this year.
And the year after, is it not?
No, no, did last year and the year that we're in now and next year.
Cool. Oh yeah, because before, yeah. So there we go. We've got the Chicago Scorpions, who are the highest scoring team. The football fact base are up against the Laxio Legends. So that should be a good game. And then you've got Arthur in the semi-finals up against Joe and the Nair Knights. Arthur's had a good season as well. And obviously, El Mano is playing Gary for a place to guaranteed promotion. Is that right? Yeah.
Excellent.
And Pez.
So,
and Pez is playing the Lee Vikings.
Vikings, the Preston Hawks. Is that for guaranteed promotion as well? Then the bottom two.
Yeah, because that will get them up to here.
Yes.
And I think the winner of the 9th goes up as well.
So it's a two-chancer then, yeah. No, that's what we're in as well. And yeah, so it's a two-chancer. You got to win one of two, and one's going to be one out of the 3 teams going to be disappointed. I mean, it means you've got a 3 and 4 chance, so everything to play for. But the two big games are the Laxdale Legends, Chicago Scorpions, and the Plymouth Argyle Browns and the Nairn Knights, obviously. Jackson's such a shaky starter for me at the moment, I have to say. And Gente, I would not be doing it. Lad. He's due a good game. And it is the Dallas defense, so you absolutely have to play him. He's not one I'd consider dropping. I'd consider dropping Pittman.
Yeah, I was saying. I think Liddy will have a good game, but Pittman with Philip, I can't throw the ball. Rivers is a bit. You mean about Rodriguez?
I mean, Rodriguez is fit for this week, and when he was in, he was. But the problem with him is Bill had a decent game last week.
He's on the other team.
So he is. So it might mean that Rodriguez doesn't get as many touches because they give Bill a couple more. So it's a tough call, that one. But certainly, Gente's just been so poor. They're playing that Houston defense. It's not that he's been poor, that the offense has been poor.
He's not had a chance. I mean, he's getting killed behind the line.
You seen what the Eagles defense done to them last week, and I know it was Pickett, and I know that Smith's back, but I just would not be comfortable playing Gente this week.
Oh, Smith's not been that great either, to be honest. So yeah. And the other one, Arthur against Joe.
So again, both teams look. I mean, the Pickens and Chase, that should be such a good pair in there, and it must have disappointed them so many times this season. They do really need to bounce and have a big game.
But not that big. He's 10-4, so Ken, he's managed to survive it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say, he's went really well. And don't get me wrong, both have scored really well in weeks as well. They've just had a couple of down weeks. And I love the fact that he's playing Loveland. You've got to play Loveland. So I like that call from Batch.
Yeah.
How many quarterbacks do you need on a one quarterback team bench? I'm asking for a friend.
Well, I got pulled up in the OrkneyBowl chat about that one, so I'm not replying. I was like, it's bloody Craig that goes on about it more than I do. Oh, yeah.
So it said, but Joe's got to not play Rice. He's just got to not play Rice. He has to have someone on the bench to play over Rice.
Yes, and obviously she'll be wanting to bounce back and beat the Bedford Brewskis, but like I say, they're both promoted, nothing else to play for. I don't agree in locking teams. Just let them play out if they want to. If they don't, then everything to play for in this league at the moment so far. I got messages asking if I was locking their team, and it's like, why? I haven't done it in 2 years. I'm not going to start now.
Yeah, there's no need.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, with this league is, you still play to the end if you really want to, because if somebody else drops out, things go.
You can go. Yeah, you can.
Again,
yeah, you never know. That's that. You never
year,
know. It might make a difference in the end.
2 teams got relegated, but they got back up because the teams, it was just the replacing teams that left. So you just got to play to the end, even if it's a bloody no-point game. Give it a go. You never know what's going to happen. So
yeah, I get that. At the same time, it's once I'm dead, I'm dead. If I'm relegated, my toys are at the pram, and I'm not coming in till I've got the nerve up to pick them back up again.
Well, on the bright, we'll on to the Queen Hill division. We're on our division, but at least you didn't get through and show me the money and lose to Jordan Love, because you said you were going to quit fantasy football altogether.
I was going to quit sport altogether, Johnny.
So at least that didn't happen, because I'd have to talk to somebody else in this.
Yeah, and I'm not getting relegated, as you can see. So
yes. So yeah, Rotherham Raiders 153, the Edinburgh Packers 231, Aberdeen Bucks 258 against the Newcastle Buccaneers 202. Even more impressive, but when I was going into the high scoring teams, I didn't mention Preston Panthers, so they're going to kick Doug's ass by 257 points to 213. Sorry, Doug. To the top Midnighters, the Backfoot Panthers 192 against the Hot Dogs 159. A nice win there for Roger team.
Yes. So it's sayonara Rotherham Raiders and Hot Dogs. Well, whoever loses their game, they'll be going down.
Yeah. Well, they're both going down. So
myself and Fraser, Bankfoot Panthers, we've got the whole win 1 out of 2.
Yeah, you do indeed.
3 out of 4 chance. And but yeah, Aberdeen Bucks, great win, and Preston Panthers, great win. 258 and 257 points, massive. Newcastle Buccaneers scoring over 200, but not enough. Dak Prescott did not do enough for them. Rashid Rice did not do enough for them.
Gibbs did bugger all.
And there's going to be a big player coming down on the left-hand side soon, because that's not massive score. There he is. There he is. So, yeah, that was that harsh one for Newcastle here, right from Thursday night. It's must have been such a. You wake up on Friday morning and you just look at that and you think, God, my season's over already. It's no, my playoffs run is over already. It's not even started yet. I've literally not got a point on the board and I'm 59 points down. That would just be such a sore.
That is a sore. I just lost Neil as
Friday and Saturday. I wasn't playing I wasn't playing against Pitts in any of my games, so I thought that was a good sign that I was going to have a good week. I was wrong.
I think I maybe did in one, but I can't remember on the top of my head. Well, no, a great win for Aberdeen Bucks.
Yeah, super score.
Barkley, Taylor. Again. How did we let that happen?
Mooney, Waddle, there was a lot of players scoring bad, but when you've got 59 points coming from your tight end, that covers a lot of ills.
Well, as I'm playing him this week, I hope it doesn't happen this week. I've already made the comment.
Who he's playing.
And obviously, the other one, Preston
Panthers beating that Dougie. I mean, he scored 213 points as well, Doug. It's nothing to be ashamed of. 59 of them coming from your quarterback, right enough, but yeah, he's lost. He's ran into a score, which happens in fantasy, and he's lost. So no helmet for Dougie. No, that's him out of the equation.
Well, can you got 48 points for Amon Rand, 31 points for St Brown? Will certainly help you.
Yeah, no, I mean he's ran into some massive points there. The defense not so much right enough. He's not getting the park in the defense as well. So it's your Walker that's let him. That there's just too many letdowns for Doug's team this week. The likes of Walker not doing it.
Spain's
I mean,
doing
5.5. That's just, it's not enough, And Genti there again, as I've mentioned before, it's
Yeah, I don't think he had
just
an
one too many.
8.5 in week 7. Every other time he's been double figures.
Just one too many players not performing, and when you're running into St. Brown and Schultz scoring 31 points,
Myers,
the kicker
24.
scoring 24. Although Tug's kicker gave him a game at 17.
He did.
Yeah, he ran into a score and he's out. Bye bye. Well done, Preston Panthers.
Well done, James.
Christmas cards in the post.
And obviously, you got the win, as did the Backfoot Panthers. It was a nice win for Roddy. Roddy number 1. What's his real name?
Fraser.
Why the hell have they got bloody Roddy on it?
Do you know why he's called Roddy
Why?
number 1? Do you remember the old St. Johnstone striker, Roddy Grant?
Oh, God, yeah. That's why.
That's why.
Bloody Backfoot people. Well, kind of Hearts Cook and Nakua did well for him.
Yeah, but he did not. No, that was and McPherson, of course, with a big fat 0. But it's a good win. It's the same. It gives Fraser a chance of going up, and it gives it's the same result as what I've got. We've got a chance of going up, but this week's more important for our teams now. But yeah,
I have the pleasure of playing Aberdeen Bucks. And none of that fucking fight for last week's TV. I've already mentioned it. I know you're a new father. Try and stay awake all night and fall asleep and didn't pick your team. You got nothing game with the Northern Raiders and Hot Dogs. And you got the Cutwell Chargers up against the Preston Panthers. That's going to be another good one. You got the Backfoot Panthers against the Bodom Bears, and you're playing the Glossop Fighting Gophers. Wow, I know projections are crap, but there's only 1 point between you.
No, there's 0.01 point between us.
Oh, that's even worse, yeah. No.
Yeah.
90.5, 90.58.
Oh, so, okay, 0.01, sorry.
And the top 9 are against Buccaneers, nothing to play for. Let's go and have a look at your game then.
Yeah, I think I've done my team already, to be fair. So I've decided I'm going to run with Coram tonight. Just he's been getting a lot of touches. He's been doing quite a lot with them. So it was kind of between him and Hubbard, obviously, or I could have put Jones up there and put one of the wide receivers in. But yeah, no, I decided I'm going to take a swing with Coram, and I've brought Stroud in relatively recently off agency, so I'm quite happy to run with him at the moment. And my worry is that against the Raiders offense, against the Raiders, who'll score a wee bit early. The Raiders offense will do absolutely diddly squat against that Houston defense, and then they'll start running the ball to death. But I'm going with them anyway, and well, let's hope Lamb comes back. But it's a proper 50-50 game. I'm quite happy I'm facing Worthy. I'm not happy I'm facing Henderson.
Yeah. I'd rather quite happy facing Brown. I'd rather have McBride over Bowers.
I would at the moment as well. And then I still think Bowers is a better tight end, but I would at this moment in time I would much rather have McBride over Bowers.
It could all come down to defence.
Yeah.
If he plays, then he's a big scorer. But it's going to be fun to keep an eye on. Sure. So, we're not going to know until. Is anybody playing on Tuesday? Well, you are. You've got Jennings. You've got one player on Tuesday, so we're not going to. Unless it's a blowout, we're not going to know until Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, it'll be a tight one. The thing is, it's a free shot, really, isn't it? It's not a cup final per se. This is the very, very rare occasion where you can afford to lose one in the playoffs. So it's
you don't want to, but yeah. So the Bodom Bears have got Sam Darnold tonight.
Yeah, Woody Marks ain't going to be playing. He's going to.
He's got Stevenson.
He's got auto sub on. So yes, Stevenson's a decent enough auto sub for sure. yeah, I mean, Fraser's got every chance of coming up as well. And
He
of
might
course,
not be
do
playing.
you know what the big thing is? So the big thing, Johnny, he wants to. He does not. He'll want to stay in the same league as Doug, in the same league as me. You know, so he'll be desperate. If I go up, he'll be desperate to come up with me, and of course, Doug more so. But he'll be desperate to stay in the same league as us. So.
Well, that's a good thing with this league, building, what do you call it? Rivals.
Contacts and new fantasy buddies. As of course, but you're not sitting in the pub with them every Friday night like he does with Doug, you know, to have the banter back and forward. It's so it makes a wee bit of a difference.
I'm not sure if Johnson might not be playing this week actually, so.
Yeah, he didn't play last week, so I'll be surprised if he does play, to be honest with you. Do you know who I think's a good shout for this week? I think Matthew Golden's a good shout for this week. He finally got some touches last week and he looked okay with them. So I think Golden's a very playable option this week. But yeah, let's look at the big games. Let's go and see what's happening in the main games.
You've got Preston Panthers. And you've got A-Chain in your team. He's got playing McCarthy against the Giants. He's got Reed in, St. Brown. That's a fucking strong team.
Yeah, I mean, two have obviously been two on the bench. Do you know, I seen someone adding two out of the agency this week.
Did you?
Which tickled me greatly. They must have done it before they announced he was dropped, but that did tickle me greatly.
Who's he going with? He's gone for Brisket.
I mean, McCarthy's you can play McCarthy this weekend. You know, the only issue you've got with McCarthy playing McCarthy this week is what's the weather going to be like in New York?
Windy probably.
Well, New Jersey.
He's playing McConkey and Allen.
That's a brave move, but it is a Dallas
and
defense.
Vidal and kicker. So you can tell the Chargers fan.
It is the Kirkwall Chargers, isn't it? So it literally is the Chargers.
Well,
yeah, I mean, it'll be a close one. It'll be a close one for sure.
He's not playing Gadsden yet. He might change.
Attenborough on the bench too. That's just lunacy. I would actually be playing if I'm playing Chase. You know, if I've got Chase in my team, I'm absolutely playing the stack because the stack could win it for you. But I understand why he's playing Brissett. Do you know Brissett's been a top 12 quarterback every week since he got the job? Since he
he's season.
Great. Every week he's played, he's been a top 12 quarterback in fantasy. So I get why play him, but if I've got Chase, I'm definitely playing that stack. That stack could win you the game.
It could indeed. We got my one against Aberdeen Bucks.
So talk us through it. What's your thinking? Pierce, are you sure?
Well, I don't have any other choice at the moment. I'm on the agency because I've got Adams. I've got Naylor, but he's a bit up and down. So I'm hunting the agency for a wide receiver. It's not a good time for Stafford to go out. But other than that,
you've got Harrison back as well, and you've seen what Harrison could very well be back, and you've seen what Wilson done the 1 week he came back in.
But then he might not be because they're not playing for anything.
So yeah, couple of wee worries there for you, Johnny, the wee sweat on. You know, it's about time. You know, you get these helmets and you spend all your time posting them out to everybody, and that would be nice just to not have to send one, would it not?
Well, it would be nice, yes, but we'll see what happens. Obviously, coming up against Barkley and Taylor against two crappy run defense is not the best thing.
But I mean, both are slipping off now. And you're up against Pitts, and the expectation for Pitts is so high now. There's just no way he's going to have that week again. You know,
I can't see Pitts outscoring Kittle this week, to be honest. But
I do think you're favourite for the tie, but it's anything can happen. Football now, it's anything can happen. Football at this stage of the season.
I need another big game from Lineman tonight. So I've got two players playing tonight. So but still favourite. But yeah, it's been a good year. Kind of 11-3. I couldn't ask for any better when the draft happened, and I've been pretty busy in agency, putting back and forward.
But at the same time, it means absolutely nothing if you don't go on and win it, and that's the problem with playoff. That you could absolutely get packed in week one after going you could go 14-0 and then lose in week one in the playoffs so easily. So it's yeah, see it out. But you've done, you're there, and 11-3 is a hell of a record, and it's a hell of a season. Whether you get beat or not, it's still a hell of a season. It's just got a sad ending,
Yes. So we got Division 2. So you got the Leeds Leopards finish the season 0-14, 164. Well, that's playoffs. So technically 0-15 now, but yeah, it doesn't count. The Darlington Rams 201. The Solihull Sharks 268 against 179 New Mexico Chupacabra. So it's been fun having you in the league, Tim, and good luck whatever you're doing. And we'll maybe see you back in the future. You've got the Auckland Warriors, who were the 5th seed, 166 against Duke, 215.51. Arcadia Red Bulls, the 6th seed, 277 against Anglican Citizens, 232. Bloody good score, where he beat everybody else bar one, but unfortunately, Arcadia Red Bulls, I'm guessing they've got Kyle Pitts.
Well, at least,
And
yeah.
Bo Nix.
There you go.
Pitts and Nix. And Williams.
I mean, that's over 100 points between two from two players. That's hard to come up against. That's hard to beat. So there's absolutely no shame in 232 points. No shame whatsoever. But it's playoff football and it lost.
Yeah, the Dunsey played.
Did Rome not play? I think Rome did play though. I just think he's out for next week.
No, I think he was out last week. Was he not?
Was he out? Did he not play last week either? I thought he did play last week. He just didn't get a touch.
Not playing that Saturday. It was only going that far.
Oh back. Yeah, missed third straight game. Yeah, no, he was out. He was out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was that. That's a boo boo. That's a boo boo that's cost him.
Well, you got Franklin as well. Ooh, 23 points. Or like it.
Waller there on.
He could any have played others. You don't know if it's when he would play. Waller with 34 points, but it was a wide receiver.
He's ran into humdinger. So what can you do?
No.
Difficult for that to make a difference. A great win for Arcadia Red Wolves. Yeah. How many times do you see the team crawling in at the 6th spot or 7th spot, however, depending on the playoff places, and knocking it out of the park and making a wee run in the playoffs? It is absolutely wide open. Just get yourself in and you've got a chance.
Yeah. And a year ago, the Auckland Warriors didn't really turn up, but then they lost that night really early, minus points. 166 against the Yorkshire Finns, 215. So Mahomes already been dumped because he's on IR, so I don't know who's picking up instead. But so he's got 200 points and he had Mahomes playing.
Yeah, that's.
So he had McBride 52 points. That'll do it. And then Jigba.
I mean, I get it's obviously Pitts had the better week this week, but McBride has been consistently 1, 2, 3 week in, week out. Of the tight ends. So. Massive scoring all the way, and it's one that could see look over the line quite easily. You can see it, and it's Atlanta, it's at Cincinnati, and the finals week. So
yeah,
every chance. Smith and Jigba has been huge all season long. Gibbs as well. So yeah, he's going to replace the quarterback. Obviously, it'll be interesting to see what he's done there. What's on the bench? Is anyone on the bench? Oh, he's got Brissett on the bench, so no harm, no foul.
Plug Brissett
in and you're good to go.
31 points defense as well.
Right down there as well. It's they were on the field a lot, that Vegas though, so you can imagine that quite a few of them scored pretty decent. But big win, and then Warriors obviously 7-7. It's a 50-50 season, so I'm sure he's had a couple of weeks like that, but just no one's turned up there. 166 points, never going to be good enough in the playoffs, and it's nighty night. But enjoy the Division 1 next year.
Definitely. And who's got next week? This week we've got. So the 2 teams are no longer in it. I think one still goes down here, so the loser of this match, the loser of the 9th place match, we won't know until the final week. who get relegated. So all to play for.
Let's have a look at the semi-finals then. Where are we at? So
We got
Arcadia Red Bulls coming in to get the EK Colts. So that's after a massive score. What have we got down? So Rice has got a 0 projection now, so he must be looking to be more out than questionable. So
yeah.
that will absolutely work in his favour here if he's got Rice plugged in there. So
He could play
pluck him
Mitchell.
out, stick
Mitchell's
in the
been playing
Mitchell
well.
one. I mean,
Well,
he's playing fine. He's doing fine. So yeah, you definitely got to plug him in there over Rice, especially if Rice isn't playing, then the decision's made. But
yeah,
I'd
that's
do
a
it
couple of
even
wide
if Rice
receiver.
was playing, to be honest. And we've got Golden over there on the other side, so I think it's very playable this week. But obviously, it would need to be I wouldn't be putting him in over someone decent. It's a kind
Right,
of
hit him over
last
Pierce.
resort type thing. Yeah, Pierce. I would play him over Pierce. I think I would happily plug in Golden over Pierce. I think
He's got
Golden will
changes
get
defender.
more and more involved.
He could put Smith in
He's
if he
got to,
plays this week over Parsons.
he's got to
Never
prove
eye off.
himself. Yeah, of course he needs to move out Nika. So that's
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean EK Colts was on by last week, so they'll be likely in changing their team over the weekend and getting that sorted out. And the other
Yeah,
one is it's
Martin against
our
Luke.
Martin's back in it.
None of them sorted their
And
team because one's empty and one's out.
well, we know Martin will be doing his team for sure, but it's
Luke will be doing it
the
too.
other side as well. Scott Burden now. Burden's just been called out this today though, so that might just be they've not been in today per se. But yeah, this will be a tight one. Watson's obviously going to be out. Adams going to be out. I love the fact that he's got Walker on the bench. I just think that's such a good move. I would absolutely
Problem is he's going
to
have to get a wide receiver then unless he goes with Naylor because he's not got another one. To sort out with those two wide receivers.
He'll be waiting on he'll be
waivers.
waiting on agents. Waivers going through then, no doubt. But yeah, I mean, I would say you can drop Adams now because he's not going to play again before.
Actually, the waivers went through this morning. If I get today's Thursday.
Yeah, he's maybe just going to. This morning Adams had a chance. Watson had a chance. I mean, Watson still technically got a chance, but he's not playing. So yeah, it'll be again. They're always close ones, but Martin against Luke, big game. Let's see who can get to the final.
And the other one, I'll see Solihull Sharks against the Warners Bay Goonies, Darlington Rams against the Newcastle Masters. So one of that 4 is going to get relegated.
Yeah.
And the other ones will stay in the division.
The other ones will stay in Division 2.
Good luck, guys. I was so glad when this year's over and it's all set. It'd be nice and easy after that. We know exactly what's going on. And my poor brain could get a break. Although it's my brain that's caused this in the first place, but it'd be nice to get a break.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. It's my brain that needs a break, my friend.
So here's another clue. Obviously, Sean just missed out in the top spot last week with his close game, and he clinched this semi-final spot with a close game this week. 206 points to 204. The Leeds Laffos, 173 over the Stockholm Bengals. That's the Stockholm Bengals relegated to 145. Graham on the 6th seed, 259 points against the 3 seed and last year's division winner and representative in the East, the Manchester Bees, 180 points. The Carlton Crew stay in the division with a 222-point win over the Harrow Harlequins, 190 points. So there you go, 6th seed again, getting the highest score of the team.
So yeah, Stoke and Bengals, I hope to see you next season. And but you know what the thing is, Graham will be gutted that he's number 6 seed, so he's no in the Sahara, but he's got 259 points this week. That's a wee bit harsh. But a great win against Manchester Bees, and he's got every chance of now going on to win the Division 1 helmet, which is always a nice one. And Sean, it's stealing one, isn't it? Let's have a.
Well, the thing with Sean,
Seattle Patriots did the Joe Burrow problem.
Sean's in the final of the Rousey Cup. So he's got 206. So he's currently 42 points behind after the first leg. But that can
pretty far behind. So,
but the way he scores, so normally he could easily catch that up.
I mean, he's going to need Taylor to come bouncing back, and he's going to need to have Prescott to have a good game. But I mean that's he's got obviously Devin Neal in there get taken off. He's got Watson in there who went off, so he's got over the line. But it could have been a little bit. It could have been parried had these guys played out.
Yeah,
But it's a Joe Burrow effect for Seattle Patriots. That's
I know.
the 7.7
Jackson
for
and
Joe
Jackson.
Burrow. It's just such a harsh reality of he's cost so many teams their playoff spots,
See, that's the
and
thing. He's got
he's
he
got
got
the
seven.
Burrow Brown Chase that the three. He's got the three of them. So yeah, bad week to be all in Bengals, I'm afraid. And Booty, obviously, he got that big catch earlier. I think that's the only one he got.
It wasn't pretty. Yeah, they were running all over them, but they weren't throwing the ball until later on.
Well, that's
Everybody just ran through them.
of course, because they were so far ahead.
Yeah, then they were so far behind, and then they couldn't catch up.
Yeah, good win for Sean. Good win for our Graham as well. So it's both from our home league are going are topping.
Yeah,
are
there you go.
This week.
Pitts effect.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts. Even with
And
that absolute covers rights nonsense, getting absolutely nothing. But yeah, big win for Graham, and he moves on. And then Manchester Bees, they had their fun last year, but 180 odd points is not going to be enough to see them progress. I wouldn't imagine any further this season. But it's been a great season. It's been a great run at getting back into it. It's just, as I say, much like me in the home league, it all fell apart from week one of the playoffs.
Well, he went for Stafford over Jackson, and that worked out well, just a bit. So
do you know what the thing is with Roma Doomsday was a game time decision, and literally he was listed as playing before the game, and then with 3 minutes before kickoff, he get pulled out. That's what happened with Roma Doomsday, and that's how a lot of people have got caught with him in the team, because they initially said he was playing.
I think that's what caught a few people on Thursday night with those two Tampa Bay defenders missing the game on Thursday night. They so
caught out as well.
But no, good.
So yeah, let's see who's playing. Let's see this week's.
So they obviously nothing really to play for. They're both saying, well, no, I don't. What's that right?
Yeah, no, I think that'll be to stay up.
Why are they playing each other? Did Leeds Glasgow? Oh, they won. But they're both staying up because Leeds Glasgow won. This is limited put me off, and obviously. So Sean's playing Whitford Rockstar, so the team that picked him for the top near the end. I'm guessing Jack's not sorted out his team, or he's just.
Estimating Jordan. I mean, he's really balls of steel. I think that's great. I think that's great, and I think it's the right thing to do, because that's what you need to do to win in playoffs, is to pull the gems out the bag. Absolutely love that move, Jackson. I hope it pays off for you. Sorry, Sean, but I hope that pays off, because I love that move.
That would be the ballsiest move of the season if that one pays off, to be honest.
And there's every chance it will, because both are going to be leading their backfields.
Yeah. And the Glasgow Eagles are up
against the against Graham's Glasgow Eagles. So yeah, that'll be they'll all be tight ones is the thing, but T-Law going into Denver is not going to be scoring you 40 or 40, 50 points, whatever it was that he scored this week. But then Mayfield
better.
He's not been brilliant, and he's got Irvin, he's got Bucky there as well. So
do I.
He's pretty heavy on the Buccaneers, who have not been great, really, to be fair. But then Puka tonight, so we'll see what's going down there. We'll know more about this game in the morning. And you're not going to get your 59 points from Kyle Pitts either. So on the other side, you've got Achan and you've got CMC at running back. That's a real strong running back pairing for me. So
yeah.
But then you've got T-Law going into Denver. I don't even know that I'd play him in Denver. But Williams and I love playing. I mean, it's against us, so I hope he scores absolute diddly squat. But I do love playing Loveland this week. I think he's a massive play this week with the amount of injuries that the Bears have got at wide receiver. I think he's a huge play this week.
Good stuff. Oh, he's got really marked too.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Yeah.
Ian playing.
He's got Swift, Pearsall, Higgins, Orchid
Yeah,
City.
plenty of options then.
Yeah.
Plenty of options.
So it's looking good. And obviously the rest of the games are playing for pride if they're playing anything, because obviously nothing else to play for because the top six are sorted. It's just the semi-finals here because the relegation sorted too. And actually Stoke and Bengals have picked up Bryce Young.
That's fine. That means they're playing out. Good on them. Not put them in though.
Not yet, but he probably will offer McCarthy, but you don't know. Who knows? But anyway, so that's the divisions all sorted.
Let's see where we're at in the main event.
I'll try and find it. Where is it? Hold on. I'll make it a bit bigger for you. Your old eyes. There you go.
So one's tight, one not so much.
Yeah, so the Whitford Rock Stars is 237, the Godalming Goats got 249, Manchester Bees 188, and the Newcastle Goats 206. So there's a 12-point lead for Godalming Goats over the Whitford Rock Stars. It's not much for the fantasy. I mean,
it looks to me like it's kind of it looks like it could be between the Godalming Goats and the Whitworth Rock Stars. 206 points is quite far behind for Sean. He'll need to have he'll need to have like a 280, 290 week, because both Whitworth Rock Stars and Godalming Goats won't score terrible. One of them will score okay, So Sean's going to need to get that score up to, I don't know what, 400 and 70, 480. So he's going to need a massive week to have any chance. And I would go as far as ruling out Manchester Bees. Sorry, Pat, but
he had a good run.
It's just a wee bit too far back for me.
And over on the other side, you've got their defending champions, 234 points. Member Supremacy, 208. The Kirkwall Cowboys, 218. And the South London Rebels at 253. So they've got a 19-point lead over the Darlows. But technically, any one of these really could. It'd be a lot of high scores. But, we have seen South London Rebels have scored well, but I have seen them score 170.
I mean, it could be done, but the Darlows Destroyers would then have to score about the same as well to bring in Melbourne Supremacy and Kirkwall Cowboys. So, again, as you say, it could happen. Of course, it could happen, but you're going to need to knock it out the park this week. A 230, a 240 is not going to cut it. You're going to need to score 270, 280 to have any chance for Paul and Ross. So it looks like it's between Tony and Mike, and it's, as I said earlier, both serial winners that they played each other this week. Let's not forget. So I just don't see both of them blowing it from here. One of them will be the representative, I would say. And if Mike gets through and it gets into the final again, what an achievement it would be.
Oh, that will be. We've also got the Ring of Broadcast Shield. I've got these in order of the highest scorers. So the Glasgow Lightning's got 288 points. The Sandbag Saints 269. This is over 3 weeks, so it's plenty of time to catch up. Some of them. The Birmingham Patriots 247, myself 233, and guess who left Goddard on the bench? Fucking numpty. With 33 points on the bench. Ancoats Citizens 232, the Gloucesterville Pack 231, Calvic Progress 229, Chicago Scorpions 222, the Workhorses 220, Southampton Dockers 216, Tophead Niners 213, Dover Darla Diamonds 211, Darlington Dragons 210, Kirkwood Chargers 209, Plymouth Argyle 203, and Trinity Flyers 192, Sarah's Vipers 296, and EK Colts 162. So yeah, they're going to win it.
3 weeks to go. Still plenty of time. We'll worry about that one next week. Let's see. Let's see how the cup finals going.
I haven't done that sheet today. I don't think I might have done it on Canva.
Well, what is the score?
It's 248 to 206. I haven't filled it in.
248 to 206.
Newcastle Colts have got 206, and Moray Reed's got 248. There's like a
long way back for way back for Sean, but again, it's kind of doable. It's you've got a chance. But yeah, but that was round one in a nutshell, Johnny. So we're on to semi-final week now. It's time to start thinking about winning the whole shebang if you're still in. So big week.
Yeah, it's a big week, and there's going to be some very close games. I don't think any of the games are really a blowout for the semi-finals once you sort the teams out. So it's working it well. So
they still be close, but the playoffs should always be close, because it's teams that have had a good season and the players have been doing well. As I say, the problem is that a lot of them fall off at this stage for whatever reason, whether it be the team's falling off a bit and they're not quite giving it the old Sunday best, or whether it's they're a wee bit hurt, a wee bit banged up at this time of the season, whether they're being rested a wee bit more, getting saved up for the playoffs. So making these big moves like playing, going and getting that Houston boy Jordan
Jordan, that was a good pickup.
Playing Estime, things like that. These are decisions that are whilst difficult to make, can win you championships. So yeah, good luck to everyone who's still alive and who's still got something to play for. And we'll see how you got on next week.
Yeah, we'll see. But it won't be Thursday next week because that's bloody Christmas.
Yeah, we can do Thursday if you want. I'll kick the family out at 6 o'clock when the games start anyway.
Not a chance I'll be able to do it Thursday night. We'll just do it next Sunday if you want, like a week on Sunday.
Yeah, let's do that.
We'll have a rough idea how the finals are getting on as well. So go for that one.
Absolutely.
So have a nice Christmas, everybody. And I forgot
Merry Christmas, everyone.
And we'll see you next week. And good luck, everybody. Apart from Stevie, who's playing me. See you guys.
Good luck, everyone. Yeah, I'm absolutely